Hey, Joe here. Are you ready for more plumbing with Vibrant Supplies? We're on to the big Dash 16 stuff next. I'm working on getting the cooling system plumbed. Let me just show you how that's going to work. We're going to start way under here. Way down here, where most DSMs hide a drive shaft, I have a water pump and a radiator. So, the way this is going to work is, water will be pumped from this side. This is the outlet of the pump. Water is going to be pumped from here up to the timing belt side of the motor over here. This fitting here that was welded on my head by Sam at Force Induction Pros, it's a Dash 16 AN fitting. The whole system's Dash 16 AN. The water is going to be fed into this fitting here and through the cylinder head, and it's going to come out of the thermostat housing here and out of this fitting that shoots straight down back over the transmission to under the car where the radiator lives. The hose off the thermostat housing is going to come off right there, and it's going to come down here and go to the radiator on the far end there. Actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about here. The return from the head is going to go to the radiator inlet, which is closest to the pump. And then the far end of the radiator is going to feed to the pump, and then from the pump to the other side of the cylinder head. Vibrant Performance supplied all the fittings I need to make this happen. All these big Dash 16 fittings. These things are kind of huge. Like, if you just hold them in your hand, like, these are the fittings that go on the radiator. Try to keep that clearance as good as possible there. But like, they're the size of my whole hand. Couple straights, couple of 90s. Got this 45 here. And this is the fitting that's going to go on the cylinder head. It's going to come from the pump and go to the cylinder head using this fitting. And instead of just using a 90-degree hose end like this, where the hose just goes right in and it screws on, I'm going to use a straight fitting, and I have this adapter here. The reason for that is I can plumb water off of this adapter and water cool my turbocharger. This fitting right here at the bottom of the thermostat housing is to return the water from the turbocharger. I've got all these fittings. I have a bunch of Dash 16 AN Vibrant Performance braided flex hose. And I have my Vibrant hose shears. And it's time to get started. Here's a billet thermostat housing. I believe I showed this before. My buddy Will had some of these made up years ago, and it suits my needs right now. And we linked up, and I got that from him. I appreciate that. I just went ahead and plugged this front port. This will eventually feed water to my turbo, but I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that. It's pretty tight around the turbo and hard to get water lines in there. This thing's cool because it has an O-ring seal. I got this adapter in the back so I can put my coolant temperature sensor back there. And, oh, I got this thing anodized black. There's another half to this thing I need to show you too. Will didn't really complete uppers for that thermostat housing, but he did supply this ring on this barrel with the flange, and he did have a small radiator, like OEM style radiator cap on top of it, but I prefer the larger one. So my buddy Patrick took care of that for me. He cut that off, welded that on, and got this Dash 16 on here so that I can feed my radiator. Turned out I needed different fittings for my water pump, so I've got those ordered, and in the meantime I'm going to start making this hose here that goes down all the way to the radiator. Cue the music.
Burn incense, late cars, never melt on these bones. Vincent Slade out of date. Shackles all played. Vincent Slade cars have a melt on these bones. Read what you can. Craft down, slap in your hand. Read what you can. Dark night of the soul. Lead me on. Dark night, I don't read what you can.
Surprise! Black it is. I used this impact screwdriver with this 2mm, I believe it is, Allen key in it, to take this baffle out of here. And those little tiny screws are tough, and the impact screwdriver, this little 1/4-inch one, just tapped them right out. Put them back in there with a little dab of Loctite on each one, so that should be good. Got that gasket in there. Oh yeah, this is what we're looking for right here. That looks spectacular. Love it. Got this upper water neck coated as well, or anodized. It was tricky because it was a pretty rough part, but it looks better than it being silver. Gotta do something about this, right? That's better. And that's it. Another round of plumbing done. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, comment, let me know. If you didn't like it, comment, let me know. I like to hear from you guys. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram. I'll see you next time.
Put cheese on it.